Well, it may feel like winter out there, but the boys of summer are back in the Summit City as the TinCaps celebrate their 8th opening day in downtown Fort Wayne. News Channel 15's Chris Darby joins us live from Parkview Field. Good morning, Chris.
Well, Gina, while it doesn't really seem like baseball season, I got the hat and gloves on here, and you see the snow on the field behind me. It is opening day at Parkview Field. The TinCaps are in town and will play tonight. Thousands of tickets have been sold for the game. No telling at this point how many of those seats will be filled, though. The gates will be open to fans for the first time this year at 4:35. The first pitch is scheduled for 6:05. The Lake County Captains are in town to continue a series with the TinCaps. After tonight's game, the fans that stick out the cold will be treated to a fireworks show, the first of 30 happening this season. While the ballpark has been hosting fans for 7 years, there always seems to be something new to see. The most talked about new feature is the Summit, a seating section above the 400 Club out in center field. There's also the addition of more netting, protecting fans from foul balls. Even outside the park, you'll notice the work being done on the cityscape flats. I'm up on the suite level area of Parkview Field. If you hear some noise behind me, they're working on getting rid of some of the ice and snow that's on the field and on the tarp right now. Joining me to talk a little bit more about the new season is Michael Limmer, VP, here at Parkview Field. It's a crazy morning, cold and snow and ice, but you guys are still excited about the new season starting today, right?
We are. You know, this is the 8th opening day we've had at Parkview Field. This is the first time that we've woken up and come down to the ballpark and seen snow. You can see Keith Winter out on the field right now doing everything, award-winning grounds crew, doing everything we can to make sure that we're ready to play tonight at 6:05.
It's kind of a surprise, but I know people have been waiting all winter to get to this point. Talk about some of the new stuff this year that fans are going to find when they come out to Parkview Field.
Well, other than the sledding hill that might be out in center field tonight, no. We've put a lot of work this offseason into obviously trying to make sure we bring out all the fan favorites that people have come to know and love, the food options that people have really, enjoyed during their experience down at Parkview Field and some of the on-field games and promotions we have. This year we'll be running out some new things up on the video board. We got some new tidbits to put up on there, but in terms of food, maybe not tonight, but later in the season we've got root beer float on the menu. That'll be really a fun option to be able to add for people as a dessert kind of beverage option. We've got a new chicken gyro at the Philly cheesesteak cart, which is right when you come into the ballpark. That's another big one. And some other things here or there that really kind of add to the excellent options that are already on the plate. Bill Lane and Scott Kammerer and all of our food and beverage guys, they do a good job of saying, what can we add that fills the gap that's not already there? We already offer so many things. So yeah, 2 or 3 new items this year people really like.
2 of the big projects. We'll talk about one a little bit later, which is the Summit, but the addition of the nets, which is kind of a big deal for you guys. Talk a little bit about what that'll be like for the fans when they come.
Well, we always pride ourselves here at Parkview Field as being, family-oriented. Fan first is our expectation. So, when we add the netting, it's just another opportunity, peace of mind for people when they come to the ballpark. Sit all the way from now end of the dugout to end of the third base dugout. It's going to be protected by a 20-foot net, so they can, whether it's with their kids, if they do end up, taking a picture and they want to post it to social media, looking down for 5-10 seconds, just not going to be the same sort of opportunity for there to be a foul ball or even a bat to go in the stands. So we want to make sure that safety's first, people feel safe, that they can enjoy all the entertainment out of the ballpark. So, even looking at it from up here, unless you really look, you can't really even tell, and that's really what we tried to do, is get a net that, it's protective, but it's not going to be obstructive in terms of people's view.
Real quick, while we're standing up here, you can kind of see some of the snowflakes blowing around. What do you want fans to know coming out today? The game is still on at this point.
Well, people always know opening day or April in Fort Wayne, you never know what you're going to get. A couple weekends ago, Easter, kids are outside, short sleeves, hunting for Easter eggs. Today, this is what you could get in Fort Wayne in April. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure that the entertainment is lively, that we put on a TinCaps show tonight despite what the weather or the cold might be. We encourage people to come out if they've got a ticket. If they don't, they can still come on down. Opening day is obviously an event for us. We'll have fireworks after the game, and we're just expecting a fun time. The guys are ready to play in front of the home crowd after having 2 on the road, and this is just part of living in Fort Wayne.
Where exactly are you now, Chris?
Hey guys, I made up to the new section in Parkview Field. This is on top of the 400 Club, officially known as the Summit, presented by Tut Hill. Pretty cool addition to the ballpark. Joining me now to talk about it, once again, Michael Limmer from the TinCaps. First time up here. What's your reaction?
This is fantastic. You know, we know that the feedback and the views from the 400 Club, which is right below us, have been great the last 3 years that we've had that in place. And be able to add this as an upper level patio on top of the 400 Club, right above the batter's eye, just gives a tremendous view not only of the ballpark and of everything that's going to be going on down here during the games, but just the view back towards the downtown skyline is great. This is going to be a great atmosphere starting tonight for TinCaps baseball.
There was a lot of anticipation in the offseason about this, and it's finally all together. Have you been hearing kind of some anticipation from the fans as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of folks that we have that have already reserved groups here throughout the season. This is going to be one of those group areas that, you know, for groups of 25, 50, 150 could be up here during a game. All you can eat food. It's also inclusive of beer and wine as well. So this is going to be a really nice area for people to come out, hang out, enjoy the atmosphere of the ballpark, be able to socialize. There's a lot of anticipation. You know, you guys are really the first non-TinCaps or construction crew that have been up here yet, because tonight is when it officially opens. So we're excited to hear what that feedback is. We know it's going to be overwhelmingly positive because all of us on staff are excited about it and just can't wait to get people up here and see what it's all about.
It's another one of those unique areas. You touched on a little bit of the food and the drink part of it, but this is a place you can watch the game, you can hang out with your friends. What makes this spot unique?
You know, the 400 Club was the first in all of minor league baseball to be able to actually be a group area inside the batter's eye, which is that blank area that has to be in center field so the batter can see the ball from the pitcher. So if that was the first group area of the batter's eye, this is the first patio that's above it. And so you're going to be able to see people here right along the rail watching the game, you know, be able to look on the back rail up to the skyline. So that uniqueness that there's not any other ballpark in the country that has something like this. We have it here in Fort Wayne. It's just something great that we're able to offer to fans to take advantage of and to enjoy this experience.
Just kind of wrap things up as we've been talking this morning. Mentioned Stadium Journey magazine, time and time again, the #1 minor league experience. What keeps fans coming back? I mean, there hasn't really been that drop of attendance at some ballparks. See.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing that we focus on is making sure that we provide a consistent product to the fans when they come out. You know, we want to make sure the ballpark is a tremendous venue. Downtown Fort Wayne has proven to be a great spot that people want to come to and to experience something like this. The fact that even on a day like today where it's cold, you know, being an outdoor venue in Fort Wayne, we spend so much of the late fall, winter, and early spring inside. People are looking for opportunities to go outside. That's why so many people go to the zoo here in Fort Wayne and enjoy so many of the lakes and outdoor activities that we have. You know, that's another reason here. So, and then on top of that, we try to make sure that we have so many options for families so that anyone from, 2 years old to 102 can come out to a game and there's something that's fun for them, affordable for the entire community, as well as just being a family safe, atmosphere. You don't have to apologize for anything that you see at the ballpark. So that's something we focus on, and we feel like that's kind of a formula for the people in Fort Wayne to really, embrace and come out every year, and we hope that 2016 continues to be the same.
It is opening day for the TinCaps, and News Channel 15's Chris Darby is showing off his batting skills, or not, in a live report. A new group of TinCaps are in the Summit City. Check back with News Channel 15's Chris Darby. Where are you now, Chris?
Hey, Gina, I'm taking one for the team by really not taking any more swings. I'm in the batting cages here on the first base concourse side of Parkview Field. It's a pretty cool spot. Before the game, fans can come watch the players warm up, and then during the game, fans can come and take some swings themselves. Now, we've talked about the ballpark all throughout the show this morning, but I kind of want to introduce you to the team that you guys will be watching all summer here at Parkview Field, the 2016 edition of the TinCaps. The Caps got into town on Sunday after spring training with the San Diego Padres organization. There's a new man in charge of the squad, and some of us may be familiar with him. Anthony Contreras played with the team back when they were known as the Wizards. He told us he's excited to play at Parkview Field after spending some time at Memorial Stadium back in 2008. 9 of the TinCaps are top 30 prospects for the Padres. 6 players on the roster are back for another year in Fort Wayne, including Rui Giron and Michael Geddes. If you're wondering about Ossian native Josh Van Meter, he moved up the ranks and is playing ball in Lake Elsinore, California, part of the Padres organization as well. The team has played 2 games so far, losing both, but they made it exciting in each game with late inning comebacks. Now remember, your first chance to see the guys in action here at Parkview Field is tonight. Gates open at 4:35. That first pitch coming at 6:05. And for all you that make it through the cold, the fireworks will follow. For now, reporting live at Parkview Field, Chris Darby, News Channel 15.
You know what? I bet Chris Darby has some mad batting skills, don't you think?
Absolutely.